This is your sign to make sure you're having enough water, especially if you were told there'd be wine or caffeine. We can attempt to turn every glass of water into wine or caffeine, as long as we're getting the appropriate amount of water, especially if we're also having wine and or caffeine, alcohol and or caffeine, right? This is just coming through. And as is heart chakra healing, it seems significant. It seems like a significant amount of heart chakra healing needs done, maybe especially for a mother figure, a Cancerian, someone with significant Cancer placements, and or fire sign placements. Possibly just a divine feminine, simply a divine feminine with significant fire sign placements, or during this fire season that we are in. As we are in Leo season as I'm recording. But the messages always may be timeless. They always may resonate at any time for any reason. It seems like someone is in need of focusing on nurturing self, nurturing home, nurturing their animal companions, pets. Nurturing themselves through healing that heart chakra with the color green and a lot of nature. It also seems like healing with music, the appropriate amount of water, and near open flame is significant as well. Sunlight. There are messages coming in about this frequently. So it seems you're missing multiple messages, or maybe ignoring. King of Pentacles. We're using the Witch's Tarot. Knight of Swords. Nine of Cups. Three of Cups. Justice card here. King of Wands again, and the Empress card again. Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It seems someone has become complacent about some of the real wealth around them anyway. And they're simply focused on building more, probably because some of what they've already gotten quite used to doesn't feel as exciting or like enough anymore, when in fact they're enjoying a happy home life. This might include community life, family life, with layers to it. Enough abundance to indulge, enjoy, even overindulge, even share. They have these lofty, ambitious goals of building more because they have something to stand on, somewhere to build from, experience with success in those matters. And in the near future, they'll soon find themselves trying to head back to this time, or at least this state of being that they are currently taking for granted. It seems like they may be distracting themselves, and maybe it's an unconscious effort, from a three-party situation that they are being judged in. They may or may not have knowingly gotten themselves involved, but someone in the situation is judging them. Someone is using them, or at least unaware of the criticism they're receiving. But no one in the situation is truly celebrating with, or partnering with them, or supporting them, or understanding them the way, at least not the way that our king, our ruler, needs to be here. It seems like this ruler has been both overindulging and distracting themselves. Maybe I mean medicating and distracting themselves. Back to back, blending together. The King of Wands represents what is unseen in the reading. Another king, a fire king, maybe another role that someone in this three-party situation is playing. Maybe while they are being judged and criticized in a three-party situation, maybe that other party, the third one then, is actually being protective over them. Either way, the advice we see in the Empress card, I think, is to nurture someone else and help someone else heal in the present moment. The message that healing others heals you is coming through. It could help you or someone close to you be present, and so that much more aware again of the true wealth around them. The grapes, the fruit, not the coin, the vine, not the coin, even the vine, the fruit, not the wine or the juice, but just for this particular person. And that might not be the same individual. That might be someone in this king's past. Either way, this wealthy, youthful, or these wealthy, youthful versions of this person is what they're heading back toward, again, in the near future. Maybe with this King of Wands here, someone's not even yet aware that they're in a three-party situation. It could also be a three-party situation because a set of rivals is being looked over by a sort of guardian or angelic type of presence. In that case, it feels like it might be like a higher version of yourself or just another version of yourself in some sense as well, or an energy that's mirroring a version of you, sort of showing up as that. It does look like it's someone in the home, family, community that needs to be nurtured, healed. That our ruler in the spread could focus on instead. It does seem like he's wallowing. And we have the Three of Swords. It seems like he's really thinking about someone who is already involved with someone else. Or, I'm saying he now, looking at this image of the King of Pentacles, but again, I mean our Earth King, our ruler, our main character here. It seems like this ruler is thinking about someone who is now already concerned with someone new, someone a little different, someone connected, someone friendly, happy, a little cocky, maybe a little too proud of themselves, honestly. A little less concerned, a little less worried, certainly at present. This divine feminine, if it is, seems very actually caught up with and in this new king, this new ruler. So it may be that we see judgment and criticism here because someone is worried about the response that the ruler will have when they find this out, or that they're already having to this information, this news. Maybe it's already causing a sort of detached state to deepen and continue. Or maybe that's exactly what someone is worried it will do. Whether all the information is out or not, there's heartbreak here. With all this wealth, with all this abundance, heading toward, in short order, very shortly, a future that sees this present and even recent past for the weight it truly carries, what it's actually worth, what's going uncelebrated. About a home, a stability, a security. A sweetness, a fondness, a tightness, a group and set of bonds, I think, a collective supportive collective that is here and available, even though it may be that this particular set of three has some troubles, at least some criticism in the mix. Because you have 333 again. I feel like this reading is very similar to the last one we did a day or so ago, the Gemini moon reading, which can also be timeless. Again, they can all always be timeless, can always resonate whenever they find you. It feels like a repetition or a continuation of that reading, or maybe the one I did just before it. Now here's the Queen of Pentacles. There's just room to grow and celebrate and enjoy and share and dance and plant and chant and daydream and shout and play and create and take up space right where you are. Someone who could use healing that you have to offer specifically right where you are, and healing this other could help you or this person we're talking about who's close to you heal this heartbreak that may or may not be completely clear at this point. This just seems like the place to heal and to meditate and to share in that healing and meditating. Let this environment and this group do for you what you can really specifically offer to someone in that group. It's almost like this reading is for someone who is working themselves into an almost reckless rhythm. That's out of sync and out of harmony with the conditions and environment that I was just describing that seems so conducive to healing. And so much so that by the time they're manifesting and their calls bring them near and around someone who matches their vibration, that would be a suitable partner in some sense. Not necessarily a romantic partner, but it doesn't look unlikely. They're out of sync even with that person, and that's why they're wanting to return to this state where they didn't know what they had in the way of time, abundance, wealth, something they could have shared with this individual that's coming in so quickly. So intentionally. It's as if a new feminine energy match, equally earthy, grounded, rich, and serious energy has their sights on this ruler, maybe even before the ruler notices them. Choosing this community, this home, this family, this open field where a garden can start, in a sense. This opportunity to heal someone there, I think, is choosing the space where you then will have the choice to start a new journey with this new match. Again, suitable partner in some sense. This is undoubtedly the way forward. The answer to this heartbreak, even if it hasn't completely revealed itself yet, as well. And this is something that you have manifested. The magician on the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. You've absolutely manifested this yourself, but some part of you, Nine of Swords here reversed, Hangman, falling out with it right on the Three of Swords there. Can't get out of your head, can't stop worrying, can't stop romanticizing the past, overindulging, maybe drowning your sorrows. And as we started the reading talking, whether it's wine or caffeine or pick your any other type of overindulgence and poison, or just crying and fantasizing about the past over simply water. It's all perpetuating one's own fogginess, and it's all, in a sense, trying to turn water into wine. Trying very much to alchemize one state into something else that it simply is not. But you have manifested what's in front of you now, the new path, the new partner, the environment, this new choice. It's still your choice. It doesn't feel like you'll choose it. You seem like you're sort of blinking in and out of these realities, suspended in between, because of the heartache, the headache, the worry, the sleepless nights, and all the overindulging that's already happened. You're just waiting and waiting, and are romanticizing the idea of waiting and waiting forever, and can't take that next step. When with the Four of Wands here, it's already there. It's already around you. You've won, you just don't feel inspired at the moment. Honestly, especially if this ruler is a king, I don't think that the divine feminine in question from the past that's being so romanticized, that we're losing so much sleep over, was even likely faithful toward the end. Not that that discounts love and a bond in someone's feelings, but just the full picture. I think a lot of this is lingering on from Cancer season. There also just may be a lot of, again, Cancerian and fire energy. There's earth energy. Maybe Pisces energy, maybe Gemini energy. That also may be, again, the reading that this one reminds me of. So I'm getting one additional card for you from the Deviant Moon Tarot, and I am wondering if your manifestations are in alignment with your desires. So I think you are taking yourself on a trip, trying to figure out what those desires even actually are. You're just grateful to have made it through what you've made it through, and whom has helped you make it through that. And you need to really spend time sitting with that and showing it. How can you show it? Because that's just the space you're in right now. And in earnest, you maybe are taking yourself to dark, weird, questionable, or just detached places in trying to figure out what it is that you truly desire and answer that question. But so much of that may be unconscious, while consciously you're almost arguing with yourself or keeping yourself up at night thinking that your manifestations are not in alignment with your desire or your desires. They are. You're manifesting maybe sort of weird situations and choices from your perspective. Weird situations and choices, positions for you to help you try to answer that question, what your desires really are. They're choices that some part of you, a powerful part of you, believes will help you answer those questions. But you're just viewing it like a burden. And so then it becomes something that, even though you've designed and built and are taking yourself through, you then decide to try to escape, start feeling like you need a break from. And it's okay to take a break. And it's okay to not view this like a burden. This place of just sitting in gratitude, just figuring out how you can better show it. Just healing, just reflecting, just deciding indefinitely for as long as that may take. It doesn't have to be a burden. You're certainly not in lack, regardless, right? So, with that, I love you. Enjoy the moonlight. Check out the description below if you need or want a personal reading. Please do rest, meditate, and breathe deep. And I will post more readings for us very shortly.